Yo, what is up guys? We got a few new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Check out, some of this is like legacy and support for some older stuff, which I'm sure you guys can see from the artwork over here, as well as a new anime Trickstar Link monster. A lot of people are getting super upset about it, but it's an anime card, so I want to say don't worry until it finally comes out, then we can worry, which we'll get into in a second. There's also some new Ojama stuff, and there's a card that hasn't been reprinted since Tag Force 4 for the PSP, and that was printed in 2009, and we're finally getting a reprint of it. But is it the reprint that we wanted? But let's go ahead and jump into it with the first card that we're going to be checking out, which is a new spell card called Heavy Metal Raiders. Remember that pack? Anyway, so it's a new field spell card. It says the first time each Dark Machine monster you control will be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed. And if you take battle damage from that battle, that monster gains an equal amount of attack. And then the second effect says once per turn, if a monster you control whose original attribute and type are dark and machine destroys a card or cards on the field by battle or its own card effect, you can special summon one Dark Machine monster from your hand. Unfortunately, it's not deck. It is definitely supporting some of the slot machines. There's a lot of these older cards that just really didn't see too much play. But there is newer support that revolves around like coin flipping and dice. It's basically an RNG kind of support, and they do destroy stuff. So I guess it kind of works for that. It's kind of a mediocre card, but at least they're giving it some support. Who knows? Again, maybe later down the line it will be good. And we actually did talk about them a while back, and I'll link it down below if you guys want to check it out. But the next card that we're going to be checking out is this new trap card coming out. It's got some pretty cool artwork. I believe that is Jaden over there, and I'm not sure who he's facing off against. You guys let me know it down below in the comments. But anyways, this is the Competition Cross Dimension, which is a normal trap card that says target one ancient gear monster you control and you banish that monster. The monster banished by this effect returns to the field during the next standby phase until the end of that turn. Its attack is doubled. And the second effect is if an ancient gear golem or ancient gear golem ultimate pound you control would be destroyed, you can banish this card from graveyard instead. A lot of like those cards that like protect themselves. There's a lot of rituals that have that effect as well. There's a lot of other reprints. I feel like most of them are kind of mediocre. There is a few reprints from Crystal Beast. This is technically an OCG only, but who knows, in the TCG they might reprint some of them. Oh, Pinch Hopper. That is definitely a fantastic card. Oh, Black Illusion Ritual. I was looking forward to that reprint. Alright, the next card we're going to be talking about is Trickstar Bella Madonna over here. Now, I just want to say, and keep in mind, this is an anime effect only. A lot of people were freaking out about this, like, oh my gosh, this card is super broken. Keep in mind, guys, sometimes the anime effects are watered down. Sometimes they do come out at full power, but let's check out the effect first. So anyways, Trickstar Bella Madonna is a new light top, right, bottom left, and bottom link monster. And it's a fairy and it requires 2+ Trickstar monsters. And it says, if this link summon card does not point to a monster, it is unaffected by other card effects. If this card does not point to a monster, you can inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each Trickstar monster with a different name in your graveyard. You can only use this effect of it once per turn, which could actually be a pretty good effect. You can burn for a decent amount of damage, and then on top of that, it could be kind of like a towers, if you will. However, you can just summon the monster in the exact zone that it points to. However, if there's any other specific things, like I guess Ground Collapse could be a card, but I'm just saying, like, there might be some other cards that can make it so you can block your opponent from summoning. Even if this card comes out, I don't think it's as broken as a lot of people are saying, because it's unaffected. It's not like it's immune to everything, because you just summon the monster in the zone that's just directly up from it. So, I don't know, like, it just doesn't seem like that insane to me. Although there is, I guess, Signet Switch for anyone that is interested in playing it. Then, at that point, yeah, it could be a towers for the deck. Obviously, you'd be moving at that point, which you're investing into, like, a cheesy build of a deck that would already be considered among the community as a kind of a cheesy win condition. I know Trickstars are a very nasty deck to run into, but I don't think it's as broken as people are making it out to be. Again, you'd have to, like, either go for it as a link secondary and then use that, monster and make that monster that is linked to this go away so that it wouldn't be attached to it. It's just a lot of work. I just feel like I don't think it's that insane. It's a good card, but it's not like broken. But you guys can let me know down below. If this card came out at full power, would it be absolutely OP? Obviously, the burn damage is definitely like a plus to a build that maybe would be able to utilize it when they've gone through some plays. But Trickstar is usually like 1 to 2 turns and the deck's over. But next up, we got some Ojama support. which is the Ojama Party. It's actually coming out tomorrow if you are in OCG. But anyways, it says if a light machine fusion monster and or armed dragon monsters you control be destroyed by a battle or card effect, except for hardened armed dragon, you can banish one Ojama card or one Oja muscle from your hand, field, or graveyard instead. You can only use each of the following effects of Ojama Party once per turn. The first effect says during the main phase you can add one Ojama card or Oja muscle from your deck to your hand, then you discard one card. The next effect is, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can spell summon as many of your banished Ojama monsters as possible. And I was like, that's kind of a cool card. It reminds me of like, was a Hysteric Party where you get to bring back all of these stuff. It's good to see that we're getting support for like a bunch of old legacy stuff. I'm still waiting for an Ojama Synchro. We need a tuner. I think Ojamas are kind of like the joke deck, but I would love to see it get some more support. And the next thing up, guys, that I want to talk about is actually having to do with the Tag Force 4 card that was printed in there, and it's Worm Bait. I don't know if this is a reprint that we really wanted, but let's go ahead and check it out, because they are reprinting it in the Millennium Pegasus, was it the Duelist Pack or something, whatever it's called. Anyways, Worm Bait, and it says you cannot normal or special summon level 3 or 4 monsters the turn you activate this card. It's a normal spell card. It says you control an insect monster, special summon 2 worm monsters, worm tokens, and they're insect earth level 1, 0, 0. Kind of unfortunate you can't spell summon level 3 or 4 monsters, kind of conditional, but obviously links can kind of prevent that from being like a thing. I don't know if this will see any play. I personally think scapegoats are just much better. However, because they are insect, maybe it helps out with a very specific thing that is planned in the future. Although I don't think it's going to be very meta, but it is kind of cool that we're at least getting a reprint of this, because, you know, that card, it just hasn't had a reprint. Again, not that most people ask for it, but I thought I'd mention it for any of the collectors out there. The next thing I want to talk about, this happened a few days ago. I didn't make a video on it. I just didn't feel like it deserved a video on its own. Since we're covering a bunch of new Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, I wanted to go ahead and cover it right now, but there is the new Legendary Kaiba, or Collection Kaiba, coming out, and it's set to release not until next year, and that is on March 9th. It doesn't really tell us too much about like what's going to be in here. I'm sure there's going to be a new artwork of Blue Eyes, but it does come with some mega packs. We don't know, again, what's in here yet. It talks about Lord Adi, and obviously Blue Eyes will be there as well. It kind of seems like we keep on getting these like Legendary Collection Kaiba, Yu-Gi. I guess now we're getting the Pegasus. We're getting some other stuff. I would like to see a Legendary Collection Weevil. Maybe it should give you an Exodia that can be dissolved into the sea when you throw it off of a boat. But wait, was that Weevil? I don't remember. Anyways, you guys let me know if I'm right or wrong on that. I just remember seeing that episode a long time ago. Anyways, that's it for all like the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff and the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing some new stuff, and let me know your thoughts on the Trickstar Bella Madonna. Is it broken? Because I really want to get my community's feedback. Again, I think the card is good, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's that broken, even if it came out at its like full power. I just think that, like, again, you sign that switch, or if you're moving things around, like, it's really conditional, but who knows, maybe someone will figure out how to build with it, if it does come out at full power. But thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh cards as soon as they get announced.